In order to farm the actuator tokens, start by navigating to app.actuator.finance and then go to the pools view. In order to farm, you'll first need to own one of the following hex time tokens: HTT 3000, 5000, or 7000. If you don't have any hex time tokens yet, click on the link in the corner to learn how to mint hex time tokens against your stake. Once you have the tokens, you'll need to provide liquidity in one of the following 3 pools on the screen, because these are the farmable pools. And for this step, you can actually just use the PulseX web interface by going to app.pulsex.com, or you could do it through the actuator interface on this page here, which is what I'll do. I already own some HTT 7000 and I own some hex, so I'm going to provide liquidity in this bottom pool. So go to Actions, Add Liquidity. So now you'll be prompted to input your hex amount and HTT 7000 amount that you want to deposit. And notice that when you change one field, it automatically changes the other. This is because when you deposit liquidity, your ratio between the 2 assets has to match the existing pool ratio. I'm just going to go with the max amount of HTT 7000 I own, and the hex amount automatically populated to this amount to preserve the ratio. So once I submit, notice that I get some errors here. Value exceeds allowance of 0. And basically I have to give PulseX the authority to spend my tokens. So I'm going to do that now. Most ERC20s will force you to do this. So that just succeeded. And I need to do the same for HTT 7000. I need to let PulseX move those tokens from my wallet. And the recommended amount to set for the allowance is really just the amount you need to spend. So that's the amount I've chosen, which is the amount I want to deposit for providing liquidity. All right, so that loaded, and so now we can finally submit this. So we'll sign it. All right, so under the hood, it's currently interacting with the PulseX contracts, and it's adding the liquidity to the PulseX pool, and transaction successful. And so I'll receive LP tokens as a result of this. So refresh our page, we see that my share, these are the LP tokens I received, and this represents my ownership and liquidity in the pool. So now that that's done, the last step is to actually deposit those tokens into the farms. So let's go to Earn and then Farm Actuator. Notice that there's 3 farms, one for each of the pools we just saw. And remember, I received LP tokens belonging to this pool here, so this is the farm that I can deposit into. So I'll go to Actions, then Deposit. I'll go with the max amount and sign that. All right, so this just interacted with the actuator contracts, which deposited my LP tokens into the actuator farm. And this is how I can earn actuator. And so now every second that passes, I will passively earn the actuator token, and we can actually see this in real time. So right now my pending rewards is 0, but if we were to wait a few seconds and then refresh, notice that my actuator balance just increased because of my deposit. So once we have these rewards, we can actually collect them immediately as well. So you can go to Collect Pending Rewards and submit that. And so I can immediately collect my actuator tokens. And then finally, if I want to remove my LP tokens from this farm, I could do so penalty-free by just going to Withdraw.